Okay, today I'm going to be talking about how I went from A2 to C1 in English. And I've been learning English just by myself using really simple methods. So by the end of this video, you're going to be able to copy what I did and do the same. Today I'm going to share 7 main tips that work for me. And in the end of each tip, I will mention the main resources I use, like my favorite books, my favorite American YouTube channels, websites, and in general, everything I know about learning English. And by the way, guys, yeah, I finally created a group chat on Telegram for English learners. Like, if you want to find a speaking partner or just make more international friends from all over the world, please join our chat and say hi there after watching this video. Okay, and the first tip to become fluent is to switch your digital environment to English. Since many English learners don't live in an English-speaking country, we don't get enough real English inputs, but we can always create that English environment online because we're literally online 24/7 nowadays. And if you change your social media from your native language to English, this will help your brain to get used to English so much that over time it will stop feeling like a foreign language at all and just becomes a natural part of your daily life. For example, there are several things I did. I changed my phone settings to the English language. I created the rule that from now I do all my Google and ChatGPT searches in English. And it absolutely doesn't matter what topic I've been searching for. Because if I want to become fluent, I need to know all daily vocabulary. And I also unfollowed all content creators who speak my native language, Russian. And I started watching only American YouTubers. I started scrolling American Instagram, like only in English. And every time I see a video in Russian, I just skip it. That's my approach. And when I watch YouTube, I really like to imitate native speakers, to repeat everything they say. And it's pretty easy to do this kind of shadowing on YouTube because here we got just many different channels and you can pick something based on your personal priorities. And here is, bro, the list of American YouTube channels I've been watching. You can take a screenshot right now, but again, this is the list of YouTube channels I like. Maybe you're not going to like that type of content at all, but maybe you will find something helpful. I hope so, bro. Okay, my second tip for becoming fluent is watching a TV show while doing active shadowing. Yeah, it's also about consuming content, but this time I'm not going just to watch passively. I'm trying to be 100% engaged in the process. It means I'm going to pause, repeat out loud, and analyze carefully every single sentence. This kind of active watching helps you to turn passive exposure into actual skill building, like you training multiple English skills at the same time. I'm talking like pronunciation, grammar, speaking, vocabulary, everything, many. So now let me show you how I do this practice and I'll explain you everything step by step. I usually do this with my favorite American TV show, The Office. I'm just a huge fan. So boom, I've been watching.
Can you confirm that the straps are tight?
I pause and I repeat everything I've just heard. Can you confirm that the straps are tight? And then I just keep watching.
Yes.
Yes.
But this.
And now the chains.
And now with the chains. And this kind of active shadowing helps you to become more aware of the language. Like you start noticing how native speakers actually think, how they use certain grammar structures, how they form sentences. And that's a huge gap for most learners. Like when you kind of understand, grammar rules, but you still can't use them while speaking. So doing this shadowing practice every day for about 30-40 minutes helped me to fix this problem and become a more confident speaker. Here, bro, I have written several websites I use for watching American movies. You can watch American movies there in English for free. And if you need any recommendations on what to watch, you can just ask in the comments and let's help each other. The next tip is to find a speaking partner or maybe just someone to learn English with in general. Because I remember at some point learning English started to feel kind of lonely or even depressing when I was just studying alone. And everything changed when I started interacting more with people online, when I started going to a speaking club at college. I've met so many new people. We share the same goals, the same interests. We have approximately the same English level, so we can support each other and just practice speaking together. But moreover, we can just have fun. So learning languages really unites people, you know what I'm saying? And if you really want to find a speaking partner, just make more friends online. You can join my group chat on Telegram. It was created specifically for this purpose, to bring English learners together. And you also have to remember that since you're in intermediate, and if you want to become fluent, this is the time to prioritize speaking. Sometimes maybe even prioritize over other skills. Because, at the end of the day, the main points from learning a new language is the ability to speak to other people. The next method is recording my speaking on camera. It means I literally just turn on my phone, start recording, and speak without any script, just total improvisation for about 10-15 minutes. It can be like everything, describing your day, describing your thoughts, or maybe talking about some specific topic. And by the way, guys, I've got just a lot of topics for speaking. I'm going to share all of that list with you a little bit later. And the idea behind this practice is really simple. You're not just thinking in English, you force yourself to produce the language. And the best part is that you can watch it back later and analyze your speaking. This helps you in a few ways. First of all, you start noticing your mistakes, pronunciation, grammar, filler words, things you don't even realize while speaking. Second is that you get used to hearing your own English, your own voice, so that speaking becomes less scary and more natural. Well, bro, about the topics for speaking. As I mentioned, I have a list, look at this, with 30 speaking practice cards. There are 30 simple daily topics for talking that you have to be able to speak about if you're going to become fluent. And each topic has 10 questions. So, like, you have a lot of space for practice. The next tip is called book plus audiobook. This method is just ultimate, bro, because I took a book in English, I turn on the audiobook version, I follow the text with my eyes, and try to speak alone with the narrator I hear out loud. At first, it might feel really chaotic because your brain is trying to handle three things at the same time: speaking, reading, and listening. But that's exactly why it works so well. When you just read a book, you really often try to guess the pronunciation of some word, the rhythm, but right now you directly copy that from the narrator you hear. Your brain now understands how to connect sentences naturally, and you start speaking faster. So guys, here you can see the list of English books I read. I've been reading some of them for a year, several times. And basically I dedicate around 25, maybe 30 minutes every day. And it's really important in terms of real life conversations, because there it's not only about what you say, but it's also about how you say things. So if you want people to understand you better, you need to develop a skill of connected speech and just a flow of speaking. It really matters. Learning vocabulary with flashcards. Instead of just seeing a word once and then you're hoping that you'll remember that word, with flashcards, you train your memory by recalling that word multiple times. For example, using flashcard apps or paper flashcards. And the right approach to learning vocabulary helps you so much, because vocabulary is literally the foundation of the whole language. If you don't know words, you can't speak, you can't understand. And mobile apps, instead of just paper version of flashcards, solve one big problem: forgetting. These apps use a specific smart algorithm that shows you the word right before you're about to forget it. So it sticks in your memory much faster and stay there forever. Here are some apps you can use for learning vocabulary, and I'm going to be honest, flashcards has become a really huge part of my daily life, because I've been learning vocabulary this way for about 2.5 years already, like since the very beginning of my learning English journey. I'm also trying to do that every single day. On average, I do around 50 flashcards a day. You can do 20, 30, 50, doesn't matter. as long as you stay consistent, you will see progress, because consistency here is really, really the most important. I'm not gonna go deeper into this, but if you wanna know more details about this topic, you can check that video like after watching this one. And the last tip is journaling. What I mean by journaling is very, very simple. You just take 10 minutes in the evening, right before going to bed, and you write write your thoughts, write about your day in English. You don't need anything complicated. Just open your notes and start writing. If you're a beginner, you can keep it super simple. Like describe your day, describe who you talked to, where you went, or what you did today. If that is already too boring for you, if you're an intermediate right now, you can take those 30 speaking practice cards. Remember that? But right now, you're not going to speak about those topics. You're going to write it down, like doing short essay. This helps you to learn how to form sentences on your own without pressure. You know, when you speak, everything goes so fast and messy, but when you write, you have actual time to think. You can choose better words, you can build better sentences, and over time, this skill carries into your speaking. Okay, bro, and with that, I'll see you in the next video. If you like this video, please smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and don't forget to follow my group chat on Telegram. Yeah, say hi there, find friends, chill, and be respectful and kind. Kindness is the most important thing in the world. Love you all. Thank you. Peace, bro. Let's go.